Hey everyone, welcome to Resident Evil channel. Alright, unless you can tell by my shirt, we're about to talk about something very important, you guys, because you guys will never guess what just came in. The Mandalorian palette. The child palette to be exact. I have been waiting for this since the second they announced it was gonna launch. You guys, I went on that website and went right at the launch time. For me, it was 1 p.m. because I'm on Eastern time, and oh, I got it. I was so happy. And then of course, because it also offered with free shipping, you could get other products. Like to get free shipping, you couldn't just buy this. You have to buy like a couple more things to get to that price point. So I ended up getting 2 Lippies, which I've never tried the Colourpop Lippies, so I'll let you guys know what I think of that as well. And I got a concealer, which I've already tried their concealers. This is the no filter concealer. I really like the no filter concealer, especially if you have the oily skin and you like one and done makeup. This concealer just sticks on really nicely. In case you guys are wondering what's a good concealer from Colourpop. In case you guys want to do the same thing like I did, because again, to get free shipping, at least in the United States, you have to buy other products, not just the palette, unless you want to get like 3 of these. But again, I also think that you could only get a limited. So the thing was, I think they told me that you could only get buy 2 or 3 when you first ordered it. But yeah, isn't it cute? It's adorable. I'm so excited. All right, so I already did like the unboxing of like the products like on my channel. I mean my TikTok. So I can put it on my short. I'll put it on a short as well. So you guys can check it out. And then here is the palette. Look at it. I've already tried Colourpop palettes before, so I already know what to expect. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it so cute? Okay. So one thing to note from this particular one is that they seem to have packed on a lot of product, especially the force. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's kind of like popping out. Usually they do it pretty flat, kind of how just like a Tatooine looks like, but so this one's a little bit more popping. So they really trying to pack in that pigment. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, because like honestly, it looks a little messy at first impression, but the fact that they're trying to give you as many product, I think that it's okay. So I'm good with it, but I don't know. It just looked a little weird when I first opened it. Yes, it is only 9 shades. I don't know if like they're planning to make this like a whole big collection. That's gonna be because they have like the princess and the Vogue collection. So that's how I tried their eyeshadow before. I just tried their collections. I've never tried like any other type of like Colourpop eyeshadow, so I know what to expect from this. This is pretty pigmented. This is definitely, I consider Colourpop to be a drugstore brand because of the price range. Just how I consider it to be. You can get it at your local Ulta. I don't know if this is at your Ulta yet. I don't know that. If it is, I'll confirm it right here. But you can get other Colourpop items. So in case you just don't want to buy it offline, you want to test it out. Because I ended up buying my concealer off of Ulta first because I want to test it out, and I want to get the right shade. But anyways, for the eyeshadow, just be mindful that these aren't the most vibrant pigmented eyeshadows. It's not like Juvia's Place where like the shadows just pop out you. They're very blendable. I do consider Colourpop to be a very good brand for beginners because you can definitely build up to like beautiful colors as well as just have like a light look. So that's just my impression of Colourpop and eyeshadows as in general. I'm about to do a makeup look with this so you guys can look at it again. Not because I'm a makeup artist, just so you guys can see how the colors will look should you choose to purchase this, and we'll go from there. Alright, you guys, I'm back, and this is my makeup look. Honestly, I'm feeling this makeup look. It's so dramatic. Alright, before I get into the review of the palette, which I love, I will talk about the Lippy real quick. So the Lippy is the first actual lip liner that I really do enjoy because honestly, I've tried the Kylie, I've tried NYX lip liners, and they're just so tacky. They're so hard to play with, and I think the reason they're so tacky is because, and I'm talking about the texture, just like hard to like, you know, like line your lips and not as creamy, is because this will definitely like you'll wipe off pretty easily. Like I use it for my whole lip, and I can already tell that this isn't something like I should be eating food with or even sipping coffee with because you'll see the residue, and you know it's gonna mess, and you're gonna see like, oh, I'm missing lipstick here, whatever. So that is just the one thing, but it is very creamy. So in case you just want like a creamy lip liner, something simple, and you just want more accuracy, because I do feel like I line my lips very accurately, and I was never good at coloring, so yeah, there was just that issue. Literally, the first time I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's horrible, so I had to like redo it. But it's definitely, I definitely recommend it in case you want a lip liner that's creamy. However long lasting, I don't know if it'll last that long. All right, so getting into the Baby Yoda palette, let's just first talk about how amazing it is to be a nerd and be into makeup during this time, because they're coming out with collections like the Baby Yoda palette. We already got the Princess and the Villain collection from Colourpop, which is still available. Not everything, but it's still available on Colourpop, as well as you also get the Harry Potter collection from Ulta. Yes, a different brand, but still important to talk about. Because one thing that I always liked about Colourpop, and I've always praised about them, is the fact that they seem to be very genuine when it comes to picking out the colors as well as naming the colors. Because it's not just simply to just slab on the cute Baby Yoda on this palette. Like, it wouldn't have made sense to have vibrant blues, vibrant yellows, vibrant reds on this palette, because if you watch the show and you're committed to the show, and even just the Star Wars aesthetic, the colors aren't the vibrant, minus as lightsabers, and we only saw one lightsaber in The Mandalorian, so it doesn't make sense to have a vibrant lightsaber color on here, because again, that's not what the Mandalorian's like. And again, I'm your nerdy girl channel. This is your resident nerdy girl channel, so I'm gonna tell you that this, I agree with the color choice, the color palette that they picked. You know, there's one particular episode that honestly this palette reminds me of. You know, it's like where they're going, where like the first time that the Mandalorian takes the child, he's running away from him, and then he lands on this one planet. You know, you see him eating like blue frogs, and then as well as you see him like almost like playing with little kids and being a kid. You know, that episode, you know, like sipping his little mug, that particular episode is the one that this particular palette reminds me of, and you know, I love it. And then secondly, you can see that the names of the colors. Look at those colors. I mean, we have Precious Cargo, Right Hand Mando, Just Like a Tatooine, the Sipping Soup, Baby Face, The Force, Little Frog, Float Your Crib, and Droid Protocol. I mean, all of these are definitely perfect names. If you watch the show, you'll be like, oh, I know where you got that name. So it's very clever, very well done. I've already talked about how Colourpop, they are definitely for beginners because the colors are not super out there, super vibrant. They're not. But the thing is, for this particular palette, you guys can see that it's a very neutral palette. So I do think that Colourpop does well with neutral colors. Whenever they try to do something very bold, I just don't see that it can get there. But this particular palette, they did it really well done. The formula is excellent. It's definitely a build-up color, because when I was trying to do Precious Cargo for like my what is this called? under eyebrow, what is it called? I forget. Anyways, this part of my eye, it took a minute to build up, but all the other colors really went on really nicely. So another thing is, when you look at my makeup look, a close-up of it, you'll see that I'm wearing magnetic lashes. And so for magnetic lashes, you have to use magnetic eyeliner to put it on. Also, I do recommend magnetic lashes. And I ended up, for my lid, I was using Sipping Soup for my lid. I was using Sipping Soup. And when I put it on my lid, and then when I put I accidentally, like, you know, my eyeliner, I accidentally like put it on my lid. And so I was like, oh, I messed up my look. But then I was like, let me go retouch it. And then when I put Sipping Soup back on, it looked really nice. Like, you can't even tell that it was there. So it's definitely, the pigment is there. It's a very creamy formula. It doesn't look as nice on the finger, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, it does look pretty nice, but that's the Force color. But it is, like I said, it's really nice on the eye. So I 100% recommend this palette. I do like it better than, again, the Princess or the Villain palette, because I do think that the colors are very true to what they look like on the palette, and I think that's exactly what you want whenever you're buying a makeup palette. So that's pretty much it, my review. I do recommend this. I think that it was a fair price. I don't know if it will go down for Black Friday. So in case, because last time I checked, because like literally my cousin was debating whether or not to get it. So I looked it up online for her. I was going to get it for her for like, you know, Christmas or something. And then when I saw it was already sold out. So I don't know if it's not sold out. I'll let you guys know right here. But it is sold out. So I don't know if they're restocking it for Black Friday. And I don't know if it'll be on sale for Black Friday. But I mean, that's something to wait for in case you're wondering, because I know Colourpop does have a sale. And yeah. All right, so last thing that it has nothing to do with makeup, but definitely has to do with this cute little baby boy right here. I want to talk about the Squishmallow. Okay, I got my Squishmallow from Costco. And he, honestly, this thing is so, this is the big boy. Okay, this is a very big boy. And I'm really happy I got him, because honestly, like, working from home, I do lean on him. He's my support buddy. Like when I say support buddy, it literally means support buddy. It's really nice to put on your back and just as you're sitting there just chilling. So I do recommend that. He costs $20 at Costco. So if you know a friend who has a Costco membership, definitely go in there. Also keep calling your local Costco just to see if they have it in stock. I also know that like the big Baby Yoda is also $20 in Costco versus like other stores. So it's something also to keep in mind. I'm debating whether I should get that because I do already have a Baby Yoda. He's over there in his little crib. You know, I built him a crib because duh, you know, you have to. So yeah, so he's over there. So I'm debating, like, do I need a second Baby Yoda in my life? Especially now that I got my Squishmallow and I got my cute palette. Look how cute this palette. I can't get over the cuteness of the palette. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my review and talking about the Squishmallow. So thank you for watching Resident Evil channel. If there's anything else that you guys want me to talk about, whether or not maybe going more into the Mandalorian, I would love to. I'm debating whether or not I want to start like a TikTok series about that. I don't know exactly what I would do. So if you have any ideas, leave a comment down below. Or if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, any other nerd stuff, maybe it's not Baby Yoda, maybe something else, or maybe it's like the rest of the Star Wars saga. This is like a whole thing we could talk about, go into. Leave a comment down below, and thank you for watching Resident Evil channel. Bye!